Hi, I'm Drew Barrymore, and I want to tell you how you can help to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you give, you're helping ensure families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, so they can focus on helping their child live. This holiday, help St. Jude give children the greatest gift, a chance at a lifetime.
This holiday, help St. Jude find more cures for more children. Donate now at musicgives.org.
Got a couple of holiday notes for you, Barnes, so I want to keep it warm and fuzzy. And nothing, Barnes, nothing says happy holidays like a message from Gary Busey.
Hey, it's Gary Busey, and I have got a great Christmas present for you. Listen to this. Honk! Honk! That's what a goose sounds like when they're flying. They're letting you know they're up there. Honk! Honk! You get a bunch of geese together. Honk, honk, honk. They're honking in the air.
Is he okay?
I was like ready for something, a holiday cheer, and you got that. That's all you got.
Is he living on the streets? Or is he okay? Like, honestly.
I really don't know.
It's very disturbing.
You know, you and I talked about this, I think like a week ago, about how Macaulay Culkin kind of wants to keep the illusion alive for his kids. He's got young kids. They still haven't put together that he's Kevin from Home Alone.
My kids don't understand yet. You know, they'll watch some Sweet Life because I'll put it on. Brenda hates it, but I'll put it on. I said, oh, London Tipton. Like, yeah, that's Mama. So they get that. But when they see Kevin, they always just call him Kevin. You know, again, because the illusion's still there. This is 2 nights ago. My son was asking questions. He wanted to see a family photo of like all my siblings. So I ran downstairs, I got it and stuff, and he immediately, his eyes darted to me, and he goes, hey, that kid looks like Kevin. And I go, he sure does, doesn't he? Yeah. And he's starting to put it together. I'm trying to keep up the illusion as long as possible, like Santa Claus.
Yeah,
that
really.
kind of thing. But you know, I know some kid at recess is going to ruin it. But you know, at the same time, I can watch that movie now. I can watch pretty much the body of my work now. It takes on a completely different meaning. Now that I have kids, I get to show it to them and stuff like that. And I see the joy that it brings them and stuff. It's like, now it's different. The game has changed for me. Before it was a gig. Now it's something I can stand next to and be proud of and show my kids.
How does he not know it's not him? He looks exactly the same.
Oh, I know. Well, I think as they get older, you know, he did this tour for the anniversary, and he does a Q&A, and then that came out. I thought that was kind of cool. A lot of people aren't happy with Netflix or Matt Rife ruining Christmas for their kids. When you open Netflix, it starts auto-playing a preview of Matt Rife's Christmas special, Matt Rife Unwrapped, a Christmas crowd work special, and it jokes about Santa not being real. This is a crime, Barnes.
I mean, it's not everybody's, but yeah, they circulate those through.
And one other Christmas note for you, and I know you're just going to love this story. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You has achieved a record-breaking 20 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100.
It's like the Christmas song of Christmas songs. It dominates for some reason.
Oh, every time I hear it, I walk into Target and there it is. This is huge news because things are shifting, as you know, in the streaming world. In a huge shift, the Oscars are leaving ABC and will be streamed on YouTube starting in 2029. Wow.
But no one's watching them anymore on the regular TV.
Yeah, this is big news. You know, a lot's happening, but that's unprecedented.
Well, also, you've got all these podcasters now taking their video portions off of YouTube going to Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix is kind of a war now because now Netflix just did a deal with Barstool and iHeart, and it's crazy.
And Instagram is now putting out a TV app, so they want to compete and get in the game. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I might sit there and if I can flip it through fast enough, that's what the part I need to understand, how you're going to be able to go to the next one. Because you're not, on your phone screen. But yeah, a lot of changes coming.
Couldn't get any crazier, Barnes, than this story. Allegations suggesting that John Travolta's youngest son, Ben, was conceived using an egg donated by Riley Keough. Of course, Riley Keough, the daughter of Lisa Marie Presley. Apparently, it was alleged that Lisa Marie had donated eggs for Travolta and his late wife, Kelly Preston. The lawsuit claims that Riley is the biological mom, apparently paid modestly for the egg donation, receiving an old Jaguar and between $10,000 and $20,000. Priscilla is, of course, countersuing for fraud and elder abuse with this couple, saying this is completely ridiculous. But hey, what if that were true?
Wow, there's one. I didn't see that one coming.
I mean, that was all over the news the other day, and I was like, what? Sadly, Rob and Michelle Reiner's cause of death has been revealed, dying from multiple sharp force injuries.
Sharp force injuries? Why didn't they just say stabbing?
Well, that is quote unquote what it says.
That's interesting.
And the children, Jake and Romy, of course, the children have issued a statement. I mean, they were talking about how their parents were their best friends. Words cannot even begin to describe the unimaginable pain we are experiencing every moment of the day. And then Jerry Seinfeld, of course, remembering Rob Reiner's impact on his career. Next to Larry David and George Shapiro, Rob Reiner had the biggest influence on our career. The show never would have happened without him. He saw something no one else could. When nobody at the network liked the early episodes, he saved us from cancellation.
There's so many stories out there that are not true that are coming out. The Billy Bush thing that was in Sleaze.
Oh, man, the Billy Bush thing was ridiculous.
Which he came to the table like boasting that it came from the neighborhood, that, one of his sources, whatever, saying that the mom, Michelle, was still alive and that Romy was with her. That all was not true. How does that stuff get out?
I was surprised that Billy Bush would even make that comment without verifying it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he thought he verified it by whoever told him, but they probably heard it from someone else. It's just really sad these days how news becomes just such a weird cycle of untruths for a while.
AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
Looking for the perfect gift for the soccer fan in your life? Visit store.ussoccer.com and shop official U.S. Soccer merch. Celebrate the season and show your U.S. soccer fandom with a gift from store.ussoccer.com.
Hey there, I'm Paula Pant, host of the Afford Anything podcast. I help people make the smartest money decisions possible because let's face it, money's too important to wing it. From investing strategies to economic trends to savvy travel, lifestyle design, and beyond, we're in this journey to financial independence together. Remember, you can afford anything, just not everything. So, afford anything. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
I love actors on actors that Variety does. Actors talking to each other. This one was really kind of funny. Jennifer Lawrence is telling Leonardo DiCaprio about the time she took Ambien on the set of Hunger Games.
I also once took an Ambien in the morning thinking it was something else.
Those are key screw-ups.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was a dance scene with Philip Seymour Hoffman on the second Hunger Games movie. And I was hallucinating.
It almost shuts off a certain part of your brain, Ambien.
Well, certainly the memorizational part of your brain.
And you had to say lines
I did.
With that.
Yeah,
wow.
I did. And Elizabeth Banks got really annoyed with me because maybe she didn't know that I was on an Ambien. But I kept asking the director, wait, and what does this mean? Wait, and what does this mean? And what does that mean? And she just threw her sides and was just like, fine, let's just keep talking about it.
Does it make you feel kind of weird she's so nonchalant the way she's talking about it?
I know. Can you imagine taking an Ambien? She thought it was something else and then you've got to do your lines? Seriously?
It's like she doesn't take her job seriously, and it's kind of weird to call her own self out for it. No one was none the wiser before.
I know. Leonardo DiCaprio, speaking of, along with Benicio del Toro. Okay, they were just on New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce. And they asked a very important question to Benicio and Leonardo. The best note a director has ever given you guys.
What's the best note a director has ever given you guys?
Oliver Stone, once I was doing a scene, and he comes up to me and he goes, penetrate.
Penetrate?
Yeah, you're staying on the 3-point line. Penetrate.
You got to get into the paint, baby.
Yeah, get into the paint. Draw a foul.
My big oh wow moment was being able to do a film with De Niro
called This Boy's Life. I was 16 years old. That was like I can't believe I'm on set coming from television, doing this great show called Growing Pains. But then, damn, you're on a set with Robert De Niro. The seriousness, the focus. I remember I had like a scene with him where I needed to like step up. And I remember the director saying, watch him. He goes, pain is temporary, film is forever. Got it. That was like the note that hit me the hardest.
You're 16, you're Leonardo DiCaprio, and you're like doing a scene with De Niro? Seriously?
Can't imagine.
George Clooney was on with Drew Barrymore talking about his kind of failed proposal to Amal, his wife.
I've got the ring in a little drawer behind her. I've made dinner. You know, the song starts, you know, we've been having dinner and the song starts. And I go, you know, I think there's a lighter because relight the candle, which I blew out, you know. And she kind of pulls this thing out, this little drawer, and there's this diamond ring in there. And she looks at it and she's like, there's a ring in there. Like somebody left a ring there years ago, you know. And I'm like on my knee, like, And so now the song is playing, and I go, no, I want you to be my wife, and I'm on my knee, I do this stuff, and she's just sitting there like going, oh my God, and I literally said, listen, I really would like to marry you, but I also am not young, and I've been on my knee now, and I could like lose a hip, you know, and then she goes, oh yes, and then and it said yes.
He's been very funny in interviews lately. Especially when he talks about, you know, his personal life. Okay, Steven Spielberg and company have been a little cagey, Barnes, about the details of this movie called Disclosure Day. It's almost here. Yeah, seriously, and it looks like it has something to do with aliens, because, you know, Spielberg's the guy that gave us Close Encounters of the Third Kind, E.T., War of the Worlds. But listen to this cast. You've got Emily Blunt, Joseph O'Connor, Colin Firth, Eve Hewson, Bono's daughter, Wyatt Russell. Disclosure Day coming out June 12th.
If you found out we weren't alone, if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you?
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is...
People have a right to know the truth. It belongs to 7 billion people.
What is it?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. So I'm gonna show you.
What are you gonna do?
Full disclosure to the whole world. All at once.
Why would he make such a vast universe? Yet save it only for us.
I love that the aliens are coming through the news anchor.
This is amazing. This is going to be another, I think, classic Spielberg movie. That's your Celebrity Sleaze, Barnes.
Check out the podcast that inspired Taylor Sheridan's latest series, Landman.
There's a stretch of road in an oil-rich region of West Texas. This region of West Texas, known as the Permian Basin, is in the midst of the biggest oil boom in history. This is a story of roughnecks, billionaire wildcatters, and wannabe dreamers. My name is Christian Wallace. From Texas Monthly and Imperative Entertainment, this is Boomtown.
Boomtown.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.